Everyone knows Christmas is coming up, and if you've found this video, hi, I'm Christina, but you're here because you want to save money or make money before Christmas so you can spend it towards Christmas presents or in the new year, holidays, save some extra money and don't have to spend as much as you think you do on Christmas presents, all by using an app called Vinted. This is where the concept is you sell and buy clothes or any items that you want to get rid of in your house. I've currently made nearly £200 on Vinted and I've only been doing it a month. I mean, I have had a lot of things to purge. I'm getting into the routine of clearing out my wardrobe each season and chucking stuff away, and when new bits come in, chucking stuff away. I say chucking stuff away, I mean putting it on Vinted and selling it. So you can get that money back if you have bought new things, or save it towards something that you want to use it for. For example, I'm saving for money for a Disney World trip in January, and that's going to be my little spending money pot, and it's already got to £200. Which is great. So let's jump into my top tips for Vinted and how you can make similar bucks. On Vinted, what you will need to do is download the app from your app store or whatever smartphone you're using. I'm on Apple, so it's the app store. And then download, put in all your details and set up your account, basically. Super straightforward. Then once you're in your account, then you can either buy and sell using Vinted. So my top tips for Vinted. 1, go through things that you haven't used in ages around your home that you're not really quite feeling anymore. So where I started was in my wardrobe. Then it went to Halloween decorations, and now there's a mixture of everything on there. Like under my TV stand, like I'm kind of obsessed. There's loads of DVDs. I don't use DVDs anymore, so why not sell them? Someone else is going to use them. So there's everything on there, but start off with something that you know is manageable and that you can handle, and then go from there, basically. You can probably even set this up as a little side hustle. So you can buy stuff, for example, cheaper in the charity shops and then resell them and earn a bit more pennies. I don't know how that works over on Vinted to 100%, but the concept's there. You can still do that. The only thing I would say is everything on Vinted really, unless you've got something brand spanking new, goes for quite cheap. I'd say most things go under £10. The only thing I sold for, I think I sold it for £60, was a Tiffany's & Co perfume set, never opened, brand new. I got it when I worked at World Duty Free and never used it, so I sold it on, and it sold pretty instantly because that was worth over £130. RRP. So there's things on there you can sell instantly that are over the threshold of £10. But just to set your expectations, most things, they sell quicker when they're under £10, basically. If you want to shift things from your home and it's just things you've used and you just want to get rid of, under £10 works. So stick to a lower price bracket that you can manage. I mean, you can always as well put the price up to £10, for example, and accept offers, because everyone on Vinted will give you offers. They won't just go and buy it 9 times out of 10. So that is technically tip number 2. Post your listing at a higher price so you are open to offers and then making offers to people. When you are selling your items on Vinted, make sure, for example, when I've been selling, I've been hanging them on my door because it's a white clear background when it's clothing items anyway. So I hang it on a hanger on my door, take photos of the back, front and the label and any damage on the item, and then post it to Vinted with the description, the title. So in the description title, make sure you have a brand. If it's branded, describe it as it is in your image. So if there's a speckle of foundation on it, for example, write that in there. If it's good as new, write that in there. It's straightforward as that. The only thing I don't put in my description is normally the material. I just can't be bothered. I just want to sell it. So that's the only thing I skip. And the rest is kind of there, like colour, brand, price, whether it's a small package or not, and your postage system. So let me tell you a tip for postage. This all depends where you live when it comes to postage. If you have access to a printer and you're near Royal Mail, then go for it. Keep that in your settings. and make it easy for everyone. It will get delivered to their door and easy as pie. The only thing is you will have to go to the Royal Mail postal office to scan your code when you do your parcels. But it's super straightforward, super simple. You don't have to pay for postage. The buyers all pay for postage. So all you have to do is literally get your barcode, scan it at the Royal Mail postage office, and then your parcel's good to go, and you get a receipt as well. If you don't have a printer or you don't have access to, I mean, I feel like everyone has access to a postal service, but if you don't want to physically go to Royal Mail every time post office, because it can be a pain in the bum for some people, my preferred method is InPost. And I know not everyone has access to InPost, but the further you're in London, the easier it is, or in a city, I'm assuming. So InPost is a bit like Amazon, like lockers system, but it's InPost. So on my settings, I now only have InPost collect, basically. So all I do every time someone buys is I get a digital label, which is a barcode. I go to my InPost locker system, scan it, and put it in. No printer required, no human interaction required, and it's just so easy. There is the InPost delivery, but you do need a printer for that. So just bear that in mind. If you do keep everything on your postal settings on, you'll need printers for some of them. So my top tip, if you can, is take off all the delivery home ones because they're going to need printers. Only stick to InPost or Royal Mail. So just look at your settings on postage, see what you can do, and only have them available for the buyer. So this next tip follows on from tip number 2, I believe. Once you've put stuff on Vinted and you're open to offers, everything's on there on a slightly higher price than you're expecting, like £1 or 2 more. If that product hasn't sold for a couple of days, let's say, for example, and it's got 20 favourites, what you can then do is go through your notifications, see who's favorited that item, and make them an offer. You as a seller can make offers to buyers. Therefore, this is where you can basically lower your price, decide on a price, and hope that someone buys it that has favorited your item because it's a lower price than when they favorited it at. And that just shows, hopefully you can get rid of it quicker and get money quicker than you anticipate. When it comes to packaging your items, I'll link everything down below what I use and my Vinted, just so you can go and check it out. But I've just got the grey plastic bags that you can put it in, and you just zip it up and then it's good to go. So there on Amazon, there's like a pack of variety of different sizes that I've been using. I would say if you're selling bigger, bulkier items, you'll need bigger packaging. Another tip for me, if it's clothes or anything that's not breakable, I'll just double bag it with a black bag and then it's good to go. So it saves you money on buying postage items. If you're selling shoes, they're quite hard to package, I find. So any like orders that you've done that have boxes, like Amazon for example, save them and then you can reuse them, so you're not having to buy extra packaging. And then lastly, I feel like this is lastly, you as a seller can also buy on Vinted. So my top tip for saving money this Christmas as well is having a look on there under, you can change the filter to new with tags. So you know the item is brand new, never been used. Especially for like kids' toys and stuff. It's a good filter to have and to see what's out there, and I guarantee you will save so much money on Christmas presents this year. So there could be jumpers for people like in your family, for example. Like there's loads of different things that you can get on Vinted. Like for example, I just got which is new in season, a khaki Zara jacket, brand new with the labels, was RRP, was £29, and I'm pretty sure I got it. Let me just check. The price I got it for was £15 and the RRP is £29 and it's It's now sold out on Zara website, because that's the reason why I looked on Vinted for it, because I wanted it and it is sold out in my size. Like, yeah, nothing was wrong with it. The tag was on it, everything. £15, bargain. Have a look on there for Christmas presents. Another top tip is when you're deciding on a price, once you've put all the information in on your product, if you click on price, start typing and then it will come up with similar product with similar prices, just so you know what the ballpark or the benchmark is for that product. So for example, brand new Zara dress is going for like £5. Then you know that's the ballpark to kind of post it as, if that makes sense. So just have that as a benchmark. I mean, you could put it up for £8, see what you get, see the attraction or the price in your head, but just bear that in mind. If you want to get stuff shifted out of your house, just see what the benchmark is, what other people are selling it for, and the condition, and then you can figure out a price from there if you don't know what to price it for. So they're my top tips for selling on Vinted. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions about selling on Vinted, let me know and I'll answer them in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy your Christmas shopping. Please give me a big thumbs up if you like this video, as it really helps it be pushed out on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe because Christmas content is coming and I'm so excited. So see you in the next one. Bye.